Hi learners, welcome to Soul of Physics YouTube channel. This is your Shahid. Please subscribe my channel and share to your friends. So today I am going to present the new topic electromagnetic waves. What is electromagnetic waves? How they are produced? How can we represent? What are the properties exhibited the electromagnetic waves? What are the equations we use to represent the electromagnetic waves? What are the equations we adapted to describe the properties of electromagnetic waves? And what is the relation between electric field and magnetic field? Those all things today we discuss in the concept electromagnetic waves. See the definition of electromagnetic waves. The time variation of a magnetic field induces an electric field, while a variation in electric field in its turn induces a magnetic field. The continuous interconversion of the field preserves them, and an electromagnetic perturbation propagates in space. Such fields are called electromagnetic waves. Already we know that according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, due to the variation of magnetic flux linked with the coil induces an electromotive force or electric field. So the variation of magnetic field induces a electric field. Similarly, variation in electric field in its turn, it also induces a magnetic field. Due to the continuous interconversion of electric field into magnetic field and magnetic field into electric field, that can be preserved the both fields in an electromagnetic and perturbed propagates in the space. Such fields are called electromagnetic waves. So due to the interconversion of electric field and magnetic field simultaneously, a electromagnetic field propagate in the space. Those fields are represented as a electromagnetic waves. The source of electromagnetic waves are a charged particle which is accelerated, radiates the energy which consists electric field and magnetic field is a source of electromagnetic wave. And a vibration of charged particle or oscillating of charged particle with a frequency nu is also a source of electromagnetic waves. The representation of electromagnetic wave is as shown in figure. So this is the representation of electromagnetic waves. The electromagnetic waves electromagnetic waves can I write as here EM waves. E for electric, M for magnetic. EM waves consists electric fields and magnetic fields. Consists electric field and magnetic field. Consists electric field and magnetic field which are vibrate. How it is vibrate? Which are vibrate mutually perpendicular to each other. Which are vibrate mutually perpendicular to each other. Which are vibrate mutually perpendicular to each other. So this is the representation of electromagnetic wave. So this electromagnetic wave consists electric field. It can be vibrate along y direction, and it consists magnetic field. It vibrate along z direction. It vibrate along z direction. So due to the continuous interconversion of these field generate or radiate a energy that is electromagnetic, that can be propagated, in the space whose direction is perpendicular to direction of vibration of electric field and magnetic field. Here in this figure, electric field is a vibrate along y-axis and magnetic field is a vibrate along z-axis. So by the continuous variation of electric field and magnetic field induces electric field induces magnetic field induces electric field. See here, simultaneously both fields are converted one another and preserve their energy in the form of electric and magnetic. A electromagnetic perturbation propagate in the space along the x direction. So by combination of these fields are represented as electromagnetic waves. And the propagation of electromagnetic wave, the direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave, the direction of propagation of EM wave, electromagnetic wave, is the direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave is perpendicular to both electric field, that is E field, and M field, that is magnetic field, perpendicular to both electric field and magnetic field. Electric field vibrate along y-axis and magnetic field vibrate along z-axis. As a consequence, what fields are preserved and perturbed propagates in space. Those electromagnetic waves is along or confined along x-axis. This x-axis is perpendicular to both E and magnetic fields, perpendicular to both y-axis and z-axis. And next one is, so the representation of electromagnetic waves means the wave function of the electromagnetic wave in terms of electric field and magnetic field can be represented as Ey is equal to E naught sine of omega t minus kx, and Bz is equal to B naught sine of omega t minus kx. The wave function of the electromagnetic wave in terms of electric field and in terms of magnetic field can be represented as Ey is equal to E naught sine of omega t minus kx. Bz is equal to B naught sine of omega t minus kx. This equation represents that the electromagnetic wave propagated along positive x direction, electric field vibrated along y direction, magnetic field is vibrated along z direction with a maximum amplitude E naught and B naught respectively. Here E naught is a maximum amplitude of electric field and B naught is a maximum amplitude of magnetic field. And the electromagnetic wave propagate in the space with the speed in vacuum 3 into 10 power of 8 meter per second. The electromagnetic wave, the EM wave, the electromagnetic wave propagate in space. The electromagnetic wave propagate in space or vacuum with the speed of 3 into 10 power of 8 meter per second. That is velocity of electromagnetic wave in vacuum or in space. C is equal to 1 by under root of mu naught epsilon naught. 1 by under root of mu naught epsilon naught. And next one, the electromagnetic wave. The electromagnetic wave has transverse nature. The electromagnetic wave has transverse nature. Why did we call the electromagnetic wave has transverse nature? Why did we represent the electromagnetic wave has a transverse nature? The direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave is a perpendicular to direction of vibration of electric field and magnetic field. Hence, electromagnetic wave has which nature? Transverse nature. Electromagnetic wave has which nature? Transverse nature. So when it has a transverse nature, it exhibits polarization property. It exhibits polarization property. We can write here electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic wave has transverse nature. Electromagnetic wave has a transverse nature. Electromagnetic wave has a transverse nature. So when it has a transverse nature, it exhibits polarization property. So electromagnetic wave exhibits polarization property. Electromagnetic wave exhibits polarization property. Exhibits polarization property. And next one is a electromagnetic wave consists electric field and magnetic field. Any one of the field, either electric field vector or magnetic field vector, is sufficient to represent property of the electromagnetic waves. So EM wave consists, EM wave, that means electromagnetic wave consists electric field, and magnetic field, consists electric field and magnetic field. Hence any one of the field, say electric field only sufficient, to describe properties of electromagnetic waves. So to describe what properties have the electromagnetic waves, any one of the field is sufficient. Any one of the field is sufficient to represent properties of the electromagnetic waves. And next one, in an electromagnetic wave, electric field and magnetic field vibrate with the same frequency. We can write another one. In an EM wave, electric field and magnetic field, vibrate with the same frequency, and they are in phase, same phase with each other, So each other they are same phase with each other. In an electromagnetic wave, electric field and magnetic field vibrate with the same frequency and they are in same phase with each other. So these are the small description about electromagnetic waves. Okay. So to study the properties of the electromagnetic waves, so equations are required to study the electromagnetic waves. So for this purpose, in 1864, Maxwell formulated four equations from fundamental laws of electricity and magnetism. Those equations are known as Maxwell equations. So once again repeat, in 1864 Maxwell formulated four equations to describe the properties of electromagnetic waves from fundamental laws of electricity and magnetism. Those equations are known as Maxwell equations. Those equations are known as what? Maxwell equations. So what are the Maxwell equations? Now we are going to discuss what are the Maxwell's equations. See here, and from the Maxwell equation we generated electromagnetic wave equation, and also we get the information with which speed the electromagnetic wave is propagated into the space. That is Maxwell's equations. Okay, in 1864 scientist Maxwell formulated four equations. He formulated the four equations from where? From fundamental laws of electricity and magnetism to describe the behavior of or property of electromagnetic waves. Those four equations are represented as a Maxwell's equation. And first fundamental law of electricity is a Gauss law in electrostatics. So Gauss law in electrostatics states that the total electric flux through any closed surface, the total electric flux through a closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the charge enclosed in the closed surface. So this statement expressed mathematically as surface integral of electric field over the surface is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Integral EdS is equal to Q by epsilon naught. And second fundamental law from magnetostatics, that is a Gauss law in magnetostatics. See here, what is the Gauss law in magnetostatics? The total magnetic flux through a closed surface is equal to zero. That is mathematically it can be expressed as integral B ds is equal to 0. Integral B ds is equal to 0. Say this one is equation 1 and say this is one is equation 2, and third one Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. That is a Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Faraday laws of electromagnetic induction. Already we know that Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. The rate of change of magnetic flux linked with the coil. The rate of change of magnetic flux linked with the coil is equal to induced electromotive force in the coil is equal to induced electromotive force in the coil. The rate of change of magnetic flux linked with the coil is equal to induced electromotive force in the coil. That statement can be represented mathematically as electromotive force E is equal to integral E dl is equal to minus dou phi b by dou t. Dou phi b by dou t. Phi b means magnetic flux. The rate of change of magnetic flux linked with the coil is causes to induce a electromotive force in the same coil, that is known as Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. And another one is a Ampere's Maxwell law, and fourth one is a Ampere's Maxwell law. Ampere's Maxwell law. Ampere's Maxwell law. Mathematical expression of Ampere's Maxwell law. Mathematical expression of Ampere's Maxwell law is integral B dl is equal to mu naught of I plus epsilon naught dou phi E by dou t. Dou phi E by dou t. Phi is change of electric flux. Change of electric flux. So the rate of change of electric flux or electric field in the region, in the given region of the space induces a magnetic field, that can be represented mathematically. Integral B dl is equal to mu naught of I plus epsilon naught dou phi E by dou t. Here the term epsilon naught dou phi E by dou t is a displacement current. See equation, this is the equation 3 and this is the equation 4. These four fundamental laws in electricity and magnetism, okay, combined together and formulated as four equations by Maxwell. Hence, those equations are known as a Maxwell equation. These are help us to study the electromagnetic waves. So these four equations. First equation, integral E ds equal to q by epsilon naught, integral B ds equal to 0, integral E dl is equal to minus dou phi B by dou t, integral B dl is equal to mu naught of I plus epsilon naught dou phi E by dou t. These four equations are known as Maxwell equations. See here the Maxwell equation in the form of integral. Maxwell equations are integral form of Maxwell equations are integral E ds is equal to q by epsilon naught, integral B ds is equal to 0, integral E dl is equal to minus dou phi B by dou t, integral B dl is equal to mu naught of I plus epsilon naught dou phi E by dou t. So these four equations are Maxwell equation in integral form. These four Maxwell equations we can write in differentiation form by applying Stokes theorem and Gauss divergence theorem. Okay, by applying Gauss divergence theorem, integral E ds is equal to q by epsilon naught can be write in differential form, that is del dot E is equal to rho by epsilon naught, and del dot B is equal to 0, and By applying the Stokes theorem, integral E dl is equal to minus dou phi b by dou t can be converted in the differentiation form, that is a del cross E is equal to minus dou b by dou t. And Ampere's-Maxwell law we can modify it in the differentiation form, that is a del cross B is equal to mu naught of J plus JD or mu naught of J plus epsilon naught dou E by dou T. So these set of four equations in integral or in differentiation are known as Maxwell equations. So with the help of Maxwell equation, we generated the wave equation for electromagnetic wave. We generate the wave equation for electromagnetic wave by using these set of four equations. So how can we generate wave equation for electromagnetic waves? See here. Wave equation for electromagnetic wave. Wave equation for electromagnetic wave. So to generate it, to generate the electromagnetic wave equation, I consider the Maxwell equations. Already we know that Maxwell equations in differentiation form, that is a del dot E is equal to rho by epsilon naught, and say equation 1 del dot B is equal to 0, say equation 2 del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T, say equation 3, and next one is a del cross B is equal to mu naught of J plus epsilon naught dou E by dou T, say equation 4. These are the four equations. For suppose electromagnetic waves propagated in a dielectric medium, or propagated in a vacuum, or in a free space, or in a vacuum, or in dielectric medium. So in the case of dielectric medium, in the case of which medium? Dielectric medium. If the electromagnetic waves are in dielectric medium, in dielectric medium charge density is 0, rho is equal to 0, and current density is equal to 0. Hence equations can be transformed as del dot E is equal to 0, and del dot B is equal to 0, and del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T, and del cross B is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou E by dou T. The medium what you consider, that medium is a dielectric or vacuum. In this case there is no charges are present. That's why charge density in dielectric medium 0. If there is no charge, there is no conduction current density. So there is no available of electron, how the electrons are transferred and causes to electrical conductivity. So that's why J is equal to 0. So that's why the equations are become as rho 0. That's why delta E equal to 0, delta B is equal to 0, del cross E is equal to minus dou E by dou T, del cross B is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou E by dou T. Say equation A, say equation B, say equation C, say equation D. Now apply a curl operator on equation C. Apply curl operator, apply curl operator in equation C. What happens? See, now when I apply the curl operator, del cross E is equal to del cross of minus dou B by dou T. Already we know the standard relation. A cross B cross C is equal to A cross B cross C is equal to B A dot C minus C A dot B. So similarly we can write as A cross B cross C equal to B. So del, this can be enhanced, del dot E minus E del dot del is equal to, means differentiation operator obey the commutative law. That's why you can write as a minus dou by dou t del cross B. Now what happened? Del dot E is equal to 0. So that's why this one become as a 0. This one become as a 0. This term become as a 0. 0 is equal to 0 minus E del dot del square. That is, I can write as a del square E is equal to minus dou by dou t del cross B as per equation from equation D del cross B can I write as mu naught epsilon naught dou E by dou t from equation D, that is minus del square E is equal to minus mu naught epsilon naught dou square E by dou t square. So negative sign and negative signs are cancelled, hence del square E is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou square E by dou t square. So this is the expression for electromagnetic wave in terms of electric field when electromagnetic wave propagated in free space or in dielectric medium. Similarly, if you apply the curl operator on equation D, when you apply the curl operator on equation D, then you can get expression for electromagnetic wave. That means wave equation for electromagnetic wave in terms of magnetic field del square B is equal to mu naught epsilon naught dou square B by dou t square. Dou square B by dou t square. Yes, these two equations. So these equations, say equation E and say equation 4, and equation E and F. Equation E and F are wave equation for electromagnetic wave. Wave equation for electromagnetic wave. Okay, so when we compare the electromagnetic wave equation with the standard wave equation, del square psi is equal to 1 by c square dou square psi by dou t square. When we compare the wave equation of electromagnetic wave with the standard wave equation, if instead of psi you can write as y also, y for displacement of the vibrated particle. With the standard wave equation, with the standard transverse wave equation, del square y equal to 1 by c square dou square y by dou t square. When we compare, see 1 by c square place in equation E and F, we have mu naught epsilon naught. We have mu naught epsilon naught. See here, when we compare the equations, so 1 by c square is equal to mu naught epsilon naught. That is, c square is equal to under 1 by under root of mu naught epsilon naught. 1 by mu naught epsilon naught. That is, c is equal to 1 by under root of mu naught epsilon naught. So this is the expression for speed of electromagnetic wave. Speed of electromagnetic wave when it is propagated in free space or in vacuum or in dielectric medium. That is, c is equal to 1 by under root of mu naught epsilon naught. So when you substitute the standard values, mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 power of minus 7 Henry per meter, epsilon naught value 8.85 into 10 power of minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton meter square. Then you can get the value of C is equal to 3 into 10 power of 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 power of 8 meter per second. For suppose the electromagnetic wave propagated in different medium, then electromagnetic wave equation in terms of electric field we get del square E is equal to mu epsilon dou square E by dou t square. Mu epsilon dou square E by dou t square. Hence velocity of the electromagnetic wave V is equal to 1 by under root of mu epsilon. Okay, now these two equations you can divide it. Now these two equations you can divide it. This here C by V is equal to under root of mu epsilon by mu naught epsilon naught. Mu epsilon can write as mu r mu naught, and epsilon can write as epsilon r epsilon naught. Why? Because epsilon r is a relative permittivity or dielectric constant, and mu naught epsilon naught, and mu naught epsilon naught is a cancel. C by V. What is the C by V? The ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium. Speed of light in medium is known as refractive index. Is known as what? Refractive index. So refractive index N is equal to C by V. That is N is equal to, see here what we get, under root of mu r epsilon r. So relative magnetic permeability mu r is equal to 1. So that's why refractive index of the medium in which electromagnetic waves are propagated, N is equal to under root of epsilon r. So this is the relation between refractive index of the medium and dielectric constant or relative permittivity of the medium. That is N is equal to under root of epsilon r or under root of dielectric constant K. So N square is equal to K. So this is these two are wave equation of electromagnetic wave, and this is the formula with which speed the electromagnetic waves are propagated. That is, if it is a free space or air or vacuum, the speed of the electromagnetic wave C is equal to 1 by under root of mu naught epsilon naught. Instead of free space or vacuum, if it is moving different medium, then speed of the electromagnetic wave V is equal to 1 by under root of mu epsilon.